Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barbara and I'm so happy that you're here today because today it's time for another TBR video. I know I'm a little bit behind on this, it is already November 6th, but life happens, but I'm here. And yeah, I think it's time to talk about the books I plan to read in November. So grab yourself some tea or coffee or drink of your choice and join me. So I don't expect this video to be super long, but you know, just make yourself cozy. It's the darkest month of the year, at least here in Sweden, so I just need to do everything we can to make it nicer. But let's go into the books. First book I need to read in November is for my book club, for the Climates book club, which, if you don't know, is a book club I run. I started this year and we have one book for 2 months. The book club is focused on environmental thematics, whether we are reading climate fiction or we are reading non-fiction about climate, whether it's trees or it's activism or whatever you'll have it, we read it. So for the months of September and October, the book was What Climate Justice Means and Why We Should Care by Elizabeth Cripps. This is a non-fiction book. The live show is on November 11th. Yeah, so this one is basically what it says. It is about climate justice, whether it comes to racial, social, geographical, all kinds. This is a short book, it's less than 200 pages, and I already started it. I'm about 20 pages in, and it's very philosophical because the author, Elizabeth Cripps, she studied philosophy, so she has very this philosophical approach to it. But only 20 pages in, so I can't say much yet, but this is the book that is top priority. I'm kind of ditching all the other book clubs because I have way too many books from libraries, so I'm focusing on those. And if I have time at any point in the future, I will catch up on the other book clubs. So no book clubs other than my own, but I am trying to participate in a readathon. It's called DCcomicsathon, hosted by Ewald, and it is actually only on Discord, so I will link it down below so you can join the Discord if you would like to. It runs the entire month of November, and you can pick a team, I think out of 6 or 8, out of 6 different teams, and each team has separate prompts, and you're supposed to fulfill the prompts to get points. And throughout the month there are also quizzes about live action movies, animated movies, TV shows, characters, all animes, all kinds of quizzes, and it's a lot of fun on the Discord actually. So I do recommend you check it out, but I'm going to tell you what team I picked and what I picked for the prompt. Actually, to be honest, it was the other way around because I have so many books from library still. So I picked the team based on what books I have. So I laid out all the books on the bed and did like lines for each of the teams, like how many prompts I would be able to fulfill with each of these books. And yeah, the team that won was Team Black. The black team is called Godwind, and the pro, as in like you get the bonus points, is if there is any black color on the cover or if you read Asian authors. However, I was very limited with my books, you know, with this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how many bonus points I get from that, but we'll see. So let me go into what books I'll be reading for these prompts and what the prompts are. Actually, you can double up and triple up for the prompts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you about the books I will be reading and what prompts they fill. So that's what we're gonna do. So first of all, we're going to start with 5 golden rings, and this I don't have from library, but I had to pick it because the first prompt in the team is read a romance. None of the books I have from library is a romance, so I decided to find a romance online and combine it with the prompt a new release. So that is the 6th prompt. So the first prompt is Grace Choi, read a romance, and 6th prompt is Monkey Prince, Marcus Schugelschen, and that is new release. And so I scrolled through my Scribd and I found a book that was released last week, I think. Yeah, it was released just last week, so it is very new release and it is Christmassy romance, and I'm just like Yes, please. It is called 5 Gold Rings and it is by Kristen Bailey. I have audiobook on Storytel. What does it say? What does Christmas look like to you? A tree rammed with homemade decorations, mantelpiece weighed down with cards, mom telling dad not to put the chocolate wrappers back in the tin, a festive film on television. It should definitely not look like a naked woman on her knees noshing off your boyfriend of 3 years in the shower. I did not read the synopsis. Moving on. It's Christmas Eve, and the holidays are not off to a good start for Eve. After the surprise and shock of catching her boyfriend cheating, Eve, totally devastated, reacts by throwing the gifts she selflessly bought and wrapped for his family out of the window. But while doing so, she discovers her own present from Chris under the Christmas tree. Really? We have Eve discovers on Christmas Eve, and then under the Christmas tree we have a gift from Chris? A little originality with names, please, but I appreciate the comedy. Okay. Yes, she finds a present from Chris under the Christmas tree, an engagement ring, bought at the jeweler's where she works. What the jingle bells is going on? And what was he thinking? I love it. I love the sound of it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So I'm going to be reading this one, and this actually fits also another prompt from the Black team, and that is from number 7, Thunderheart, Iris West. A quick read, because I believe it's a romance and it's gonna be, you know, quick read. It's like 9-hour audiobook, so it should be pretty quick. And I do plan to read this one towards the end of the month when there will be much more Christmassy vibes, because so far it's on the beginning of November and that's not quite full-blown Christmassy mood yet. So we'll get there, but that's gonna be towards the end of the month. But that is the first book for the readathon. The second book for the readathon is Aragon, which, to be honest, I did start last month, but I read maybe only 100 pages, I think, something like that, and it has 700. I'm going to count this one, and this one we can count for prompt number 2, Black Bet, so Cassandra Cain, Found Family, which honestly, I'm not sure. This one is a difficult prompt because before you read the book, you don't really know all the time if it's gonna be Found Family, but after 100 pages, I can sense that it's going to have some Found Family touches in it, I think. So anyway, I'm gonna count it for that, hopefully that works. And then for prompt 9, which is Green Arrow, who is Connor Hawke, young protagonist. Yes, our main protagonist is 15 years old. It's Aragon and he's 15 years old. And yeah, this is by Christopher Paolini. It's the first book in the Inheritance Cycle series. It is YA high fantasy. This one, first one was released back in 2005, I believe. 2002. So it's a very old book. I still haven't read it. I haven't seen the movie. So it's time. We're also buddy reading it on my Discord channel. And we're gonna continue with the rest of the series. We'll probably have a live show for this book to discuss it. So if you would like to join all that good stuff, check the Discord link down below to join the Discord server. But this is the next book. Third book. I've been rereading this series and I do not like to talk about it all that much because all the controversy going on the intranet, but I'm just gonna quickly mention it because this is the only book I currently have on my radar that fits this prompt. So I'm just gonna mention it quickly for this, actually 2 prompts, because I could also fit another book for the second prompt, but this one just fits. So yeah, anyway, we've got prompt 3 and 4. Prompt 3 is Cheshire Cat, Book with Cats, and number 4 is Dr. Light, Cover with a Light Source. And that is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, 5th book in the series, and there is Sun. I don't have any other book that has light source on the cover, so this is the only one. And I'm listening to this in Swedish on audiobook as part of, you know, studying Swedish because I know the story so well, and it's just so easier to understand when I don't actually understand the words sometimes, and to still keep, you know, on top of the story. So reading this one. Moving on, for the next book I'm gonna be reading for this readathon and that is for prompt 5, which is katana, and the prompt is weapon on the cover, and prompt 12, which is Wonder Woman, and the prompt is mythology. And for this, the book is Malice by John Gwynne. This is first book in, I do not know, the Faithful and the Fallen series. And I read one other book by John Gwynne. I read The Shadow of the Gods, I believe it's called. I enjoyed that quite alright. I loved the twist at the end. I loved the characters. And I heard this one is amazing. Weapon on the cover. Mythology, it is definitely inspired by Norse mythology, so I think I can count that. And yeah, there is some like black text, black on the sword, so I can count it also for this, as in black on the cover will be extra point. I hope. We'll see. But also adult high fantasy book. It is a huge one. It's huge. It's like, how long are you? Over 600 pages, around 600 pages. So it's really, really big one, but that's the next one then. And the last book for this readathon is Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian McAllister. I know this was in the last month's TBR, but unfortunately I didn't get to it. But this one is next on the list after Eragon and the book club read, the Justice, Climate Justice. Next one is this. This is kind of a sci-fi murder mystery kind of thing. Traveling in time, I believe. I'm not sure, honestly. It's just woman saw her son murder someone from a window, and she is so confused, like, why did he murder this person? She thought that her son was a good person. And the next day she wakes up a day earlier, and then a day earlier, and a day earlier, and she goes back and back and back until she's able to find out what actually happened and why her son murdered someone. So it sounds really, really interesting. Anyway, what does this fulfill for the readathon? We've got prompt 8, which is Ravager. Book you want to read, definitely. High on my to be read, because I'm so excited for this. I love the premise. Prompt 11, which is Superman, new to your author. Definitely new to me author, never read from this author before. And prompt 13, which is Omak, read a sci-fi. I think it does count as a sci-fi, as the main character travels kind of back in time, kind of thing. So anyway, this is the book. So we've got, well, all this for the readathon, plus the 5 gold rings, the Christmas romance thing. So I'm really excited about that. And there is one more thing I want to mention, is the Year in Eldia, created by G. It's in the world of Aurelium, and every month we get a prompt, and for this month I chose prompt Winter Setting. And for this, I don't know if any of these books would fit for Winter Setting. I know Harry Potter doesn't, I know the non-fiction doesn't, I imagine The Wrong Place, Wrong Time doesn't either. So I think it would be one of these 2 books that could fit this prompt. In Eragon, I'm now on page, like, I don't know, 250. So I think so far we are in winter. It is winter so far, most of the book. So we'll see if it stays most of the book. I can count Eragon. Otherwise, I'm not sure. I feel like Malice, like, it's white. It does have snowy feeling, winter feeling, but I'm not sure. But if that doesn't work, then the next book that I want to read that would qualify for the winter setting is The Leopard by Jonas Bo, which is 8th book in the Harry Hole series. It is basically Nordic crime books, and I read the first 7. I absolutely love it. They are all 4 or 5 stars. I absolutely love them. And after starting BookTube and Bookstagram, I never continued, so I definitely want to. So this is my pick for winter setting if none of the others fit. And then I have 4 other books from library. Nah. Then I have 7 more books from library, but those will get read when they'll get read, okay? We'll just... This is enough. This is already enough, as it is. And yeah, I know you can see also a bookmark here in Harry Potter already, but yes, I started it this month. I think on 1st of November exactly, or 2nd. but not last month, so I'm not cheating. But yeah, this is the stack plus the romance book, 5 gold rings, and I think it's a pretty cool stack. Lots of different tanks, and I'm really excited. So I think that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Check out the Discord channel. Yeah, let me know what you are reading this month that you are most excited for. But I think that's it for now. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!